Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we're on a map called Imminent Victory. And all the way up in the north, we have the red player with the USA Air Force, which is GNX. All the way on the other side of the map, facing him today, we have none other than the orange player with the USA Air Force. This is OE LoGiCa. So yeah, I apologize over the last few days. I haven't uploaded as many videos as I normally did, but the truth is I actually tried to record some, but I've actually had a pretty bad cold or COVID or something that actually knocked me out for basically like a week. I went to Turkey, went through the airport, had a bit of a party there with my work and stuff like that, and came back with a very bad illness to the point where I almost couldn't speak at all. So that's the reason for the delay in the videos, but hopefully we're going to resume normal service. My voice is about 90% back. Let's hope I can maintain that for 10 minutes or however long this replay is. So all the way up at the top, we've got LoGiCa going for a drop. I don't know if that's 5 MDs. And then we've got GNX going for 3 MDs with a Dozer Crush, trying to get this Ranger. Laser Lock comes in. GNX also moving his Chinook to deflect the PDLs. Sorry, deflect the missiles with the PDL, rather. Which actually I kind of like that. It's a blatant copy, though. It is a blatant copy of Marikar. I think maybe Xcal started doing it first, then Marikar copied it. You see Marikar do it every single game in Air Mirrors. And now, obviously, you've got GNX copying that as well. I don't know why he's still flying his Chinook over there. As soon as your Doze is more or less dead, you need to fly that immediately back. LoGiCa's gone for trusty bigger MD drop. Normally, that is 5 MDs, actually. He's actually skipped one and just gone for 4. Should still cause good damage to the Chinooks, though. But importantly, LoGiCa does not have an airfield up yet, whereas GNX does. He's actually already building his second. So GNX's start there is much, much better. He's got 3 Chinooks, LoGiCa does, whereas GNX is on 4. So his start is all around much better, and he's also got more MDs, more units in general still inside of LoGiCa's base. That's a nice deny there from GNX, stopping that, and LoGiCa has seemingly cancelled it, and that one's also been denied as well. So LoGiCa in a very, very bad position here. Still only on 3 Chinooks, he's just lost 2k. Because the Dozers and his airfields have both been reset. This replay was posted on the forums, under like epic replays, something like that. The truth is, though, is it going to be epic? Or is it just GNX uploading a win against a strong player? I didn't see who uploaded it, but that's the way it looks to me so far. LoGiCa is grabbing himself an oil, though. And LoGiCa's power now being hit. I would have preferred to split fire on that Raptor, honestly. Just one missile was needed there, and then the other one could have targeted that. But GNX is on top of everything anyway. He's literally killing every single Dozer. That one did survive, though, just due to the positioning of where that airfield is being built. But if GNX just stays sharp and just stays on top of all these Dozer hits and the powers, then there should be nothing LoGiCa should do. I mean, it's hard work for GNX. You've got to consistently be targeting things. Do not let anything get up. Especially when you're against what I would consider a much stronger player. LoGiCa definitely much stronger than GNX. But whilst you've got a decent start and a decent lead, you've got to keep on top of everything. You don't want to give LoGiCa any room to breathe, because as soon as he starts producing his own King Raptors, and it becomes more even with the same amount of King Raptors in the sky, then it's going to become much worse chances, I would say, for GNX. So far, though, quite one-sided. Is LoGiCa going to be able to get himself up and running? He has grabbed himself 2 oils. So as GNX now, I'd be starting to worry a little bit, because whilst all these hits have been amazing, he's not actually got that much more XP, because mainly like killing buildings that are still under construction or Dozer kills don't actually get you XP. Sure, you've been taking away money, like from the Dozer kills, but actually you've given LoGiCa two oils, so Yeah, I think hitting the oil now is a good idea. Definitely hitting that one on the right is the next thing to do. GNX actually making V's now, though. Is not upgraded to a third airfield. Probably would like to see a third airfield, quite honestly. Although I don't think V's is too bad of an idea. Yeah, I would expect like 3 or 4 airfields and then into V's, something like that. Also, if you've got the extra cash, you can do like 3 or 4 Chinooks collecting from here instead of just 2. Could also be pushing forward and collecting from there as well. Another airfield there if LoGiCa gets hit. LoGiCa's trying to capture the base, doing what he can with what little he has. Ranger and an MTV in the base. Yeah, LoGiCa are aware of the map. What's going on? Laser locks the V over there on the right side. LoGiCa now on 2 airfields and a war factory, so he's getting himself back into this for sure. Is it going to be enough to win though? He's currently got 0 in the bank. GNX got about 6k float. Laser lock comes in on one of the Comanches. I don't like that Comanche just engaging here. Comanche should just literally be going straight to the airfield or the barracks and camping it. That's what it should be doing. It shouldn't be engaging just random MDs out on the map, I don't think. Okay, a supply there if LoGiCa gets hit. He's only got 1 supply left now. Needs to make sure he's also got 2k in the bank or build a second one already. Otherwise, if that one gets hit, he can be left with no cash. Never Comanche falls, and then the oil on the right side just being hit now with the V's. LoGiCa trying to come in and hit the supplies. I like that because it gets you like, does it get you 200 XP for a supply kill there? I think it does, and it's a good way of racking up the XP points to try and get yourself to Spectre gunship and A10. A10 typically you want to hit a power plant, basically one shot's a power plant just with level 1. And a Spectre you probably want to hit an airfield. A lot of Rangers over here for LoGiCa. Currently winning the engagement against GNX's flashbang Rangers. Yeah, LoGiCa now building up a number of Raptors, but I think those had already shot some missiles because that war factory actually survived. That one's surviving as well. A little bit weird. I think it's a bit overkill there from GNX on the supply. Just a couple more missiles on there and the war factory would have died as well. So the war factory there of GNX has been taken out. Rangers still here alive for LoGiCa on the left side. Both players quite even in terms of XP now. Considering the start GNX had, I don't think LoGiCa should have been allowed to get in this position. But that's what I mean when I said you've got to be sharp and keep on top of everything. He's now let LoGiCa into the game. I mean, he's taking out an airfield there. That's good. Was it with the Spectre? But there is one airfield, and the King Raptor's flying around and doing key damage to GNX's base. He is rebuilding it, though, and he is getting a strategy center. I think GNX now will want to hit the edge of that whilst all these are on the ground. I think GNX should have been flying around there, trying a little bit better. Why is he only targeted with 3? This is the thing, and this is why I point out the difference in the levels of the players, because whilst GNX has obviously copied some build order and did a pretty flawless start, he's now let LoGiCa breathe, and this is where you're seeing the skill difference. I don't know why he didn't finish that airfield, and when they were all on the ground, he could have killed 4 King Raptors. Yes, LoGiCa was trying to protect it, flying around some of his Raptors, but you should have been at least attempting it, coming in from different angles. I'm not convinced that there was not a way to kill that airfield when there were 4 Raptors there. And now it's being repaired. GNX is taking more. GNX is now the actual one without any airfields. That's how things have turned here. Like, just think back to the beginning of the game. LoGiCa literally had nothing. He was just being picked off by King Raptors. And how have things changed now? LoGiCa's actually ahead in XP. That's kind of insane, actually. Now building a 3rd airfield, LoGiCa. I would like to see him go forward a little bit and build a supply there. GNX is still trying to kill this airfield. He finally gets it. I thought he was going to mess that up, you know, but he did get it in the end. Killing 4 King Raptors. It's actually turned into quite a spicy game. GNX is just like kind of chilling with a load of Vs in the middle. Not quite sure what that's about. It does have a refinery, so all these Vs are cheap at least. Here comes the A10. LoGiCa hitting that supply in the middle there. And he's going to push forward now with all these trophies. Bit of a missed shot there from GNX as well. Always want to hit way beyond it when there's a CC nearby. But GNX now moving in with quite a lot of Vs. LoGiCa, does he have quite full Vs or not? I think he's got like 1 MD in there or something. But LoGiCa now should just be able to chip away at these all day long with the King Raptors. Unless the Vs get close to the King Raptors while they're on the ground. But currently they're just chilling. They're just sitting in the middle. Just being picked off. And that's another skill difference there. Pretty much all of them Vs were picked off for free. I mean, you killed 1 LoGiCa V. That's it. Spectre gunship now comes in from GNX. Airfield on the right gets picked off. Warfield. Sorry, what am I about? Warfield. War Factory on the left-hand side there for LoGiCa gets picked off as well. LoGiCa now pressing in. This is a bit of a death trap, though. I don't know why. I think that's a bit of a misclick there from LoGiCa. Literally just sent his units straight to their death in the middle, which is a bit of a shame after such an efficient trade-off down here. LoGiCa now coming in with its Spectre of his own. Hits the airfield. Hold the line now being deployed by GNX. Have we seen Carpet yet? I'm not sure if we've seen it before this point, but now we do. Quite a juicy Carpet. Should kill the airfield. Yeah, should kill the airfield. Could have been a little bit further right. It would have got the power as well, I think. I think a safe bet on the airfield is good. A-10 comes in, but does not achieve its goal. It's blocked by all the PDLs there of the Chinooks of GNX. And I think GNX is still holding strong, actually. Despite that little resurgence from LoGiCa, I think GNX just collecting from the middle has just kept him in it. He's just had so much cash from collecting from the middle. But LoGiCa then near the end just quits, actually. I think LoGiCa should have expanded to the middle. Maybe obviously his start could have been better. I think even if you replayed that game like any day of the week, you could not really get much of a worse start than LoGiCa did there. LoGiCa's start was like just really bad compared to how GNX's went. GNX's drop went perfect. His dozer was crushing all kinds of things. The MDs were alive for much longer. LoGiCa was on 3 Chinooks, whereas GNX was on 4. I think that's the difference in the drop. If you drop 3 MDs, you can afford 4 Chinooks. If you drop 4 MDs, or anything above 3 MDs, like 3 MDs and a Ranger or anything, then you can't afford that 4th Chinook. 3 MDs and a dose drop is perfect. That's why Marikard does it every single time. And that's why it worked out better there for GNX. But also, here's a quick expansion to the middle. The only thing I didn't really like was just this constant V usage. Didn't really do anything, I don't think, apart from just kind of guard in the middle. And anytime he attacked, just LoGiCa just picked him apart. But it was still kind of exciting. Didn't know who was going to win there. I thought LoGiCa was doing a bit of a comeback. But ultimately, a GNX win. And he probably did post that replay, to be honest. He did. He probably did. Getting a win there against a strong player that is LoGiCa. Very nice win indeed. So yeah, GG. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.